waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Throwing on first down. Clements. Austin's got it left side. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And the second down throw on target. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
3rd and inches.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And a Panther first down.
Right back to him on first down. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And up in time.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 17 more on that one and another first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Derek Brown on the stop.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down, it's Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. On third down, Jones. Got him in, it's Judy complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll run for it with Cook. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
They try again with Cook. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. From the gun, Jones. As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. To throw from his end zone. Clements, short throw to the tight end Thomas. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a give right side. It's Austin. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
After watching that play result, it took me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and we asked him, so how you plan to move the ball against this defense?
He didn't really tip his hand, did he?
No, he didn't. I think it's because he really didn't have an answer. He wasn't quite sure how he was going to get it done, and that play showed us exactly why he was worried.
Yeah, this #1 defense, they can put that on their highlight reel. They have been able to stop the run all season long.
Complete to Ian.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down, Carolina.
We're scoreless after one.
First quarter with no score.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the gun, Clements. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race.
You got to feel it, baby.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
DJ Moore, 82 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. It almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the gun, Jones. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
39-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
This throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And 4.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. After the play, not a good sign. Dalvin Cook staying on the ground. We'll check on his status when we get back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Oh, Cohen lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
When they're operating in plus territory here, they're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And it's caught. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
3rd and goal.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He's at the 50. The 30. 20.
Time, baby.
10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They should be better with the football on this position.
Well, that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Well, going for Jefferson downfield. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Two things you can do in that situation, run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On the punt, 2 on the return, and this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up second and a
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Steps away. And this is complete to Moore, the comebacker. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On first down, Clements will try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
That's going to be caught by Judy. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Throwing Jones. Out quickly to Judy. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in the field goal range now at the 27-yard line. Now Jones on first down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they'll have the football deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
The Panther first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the gun, Clements. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
To throw again, Clements. Over the middle, hits Austin. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, Clements going to take a shot for Gallup. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Clements complete on the quick throw to Moore. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
And the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. Jones call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. This pass complete to Higgins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jones. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Here's Jones. Throwing on first down. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7.
Makes the score Panthers 24, Vikings 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Takes this about 5 yards deep.
And loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. Jones now, off the play fake. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19. To power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Panthers 2-yard line.
More, it's the fullback Ham. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
24, Vikings 14.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
Well, this will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. On 1st and 10, Clements. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. Operating from the gun, Clements. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
Complete.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
To kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
Saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Slide for the PAT.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Vikings 14.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there.
And now it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 6.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Jones. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked up by Eli Apple. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They run the counter. Austin. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
The ball carried by number 22. The tackle made at the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Panthers 38, Vikings 14.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Austin. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
22, the ball.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first. Looking to throw. Clements. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Brian Burns.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Again, it's Cohen.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Oh, look at the juke. No gain, and it's second down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Operating from the gun, Jones will drop this one down to Cohen. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
1st and 10 at the 30.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Jones. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. Open man is Higgins. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Eli Apple. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Clements. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Complete.
It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
17 yards.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Brings up 2nd and...
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And And this one is right down the middle. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the winning moments of this one. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Today's final score, Panthers 48.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Carolina, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Nature.